Hi dancers, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about getting a higher arabesque and unrestricting your hip flexors. But before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you never miss out on a new upload. So the items you need in order to perform this training appropriately are some cups. Now you can get a cupping set anywhere without any kind of medical license, and they're very, very affordable. I'm gonna throw a link down below so that you can just click on it and go and grab your set. You're gonna be using it for a lot more than just this training. Trust me, you're gonna really thank yourself that you made this purchase. I think mine was like $12. The other thing you're gonna need is something to put on your skin so that the cups actually are able to stay. Now, I use just unrefined coconut oil, and you can get this anywhere. Mine's from Giant Eagle. So first I wanna go ahead and show you what my arabesque looks like without cupping it at all. And I am post-op 13 weeks, I think, today from my foot surgery. So I haven't been actively taking class. I haven't been actively training my arabesque or pretty much anything other than therapeutic exercise and myofascial releasing right now to get my foot back. So if I'm standing here in retraining position and I go back to my arabesque, I've been feeling significant tightness through the front of my hip, but also a lot of crunching and just overactivation, almost like my pelvis is trying to rotate and open because my body knows it's so tight through here that if we continue to try to open in this direction, it's just not going to work. So the compensation that happens is that pelvic rotation, that opening at the hip, because your body is just trying to make that motion happen however it can possibly. Let's get the cups on. First, I always think it's a great idea for you to just kind of take a baseline assessment of yourself. And just like I did a minute ago, go ahead and stand in front of your mirror. Make sure, you look at what you're doing. Oh, okay, this is how, I'm compensating, whatever it may be. Or if you don't feel like you can be objective enough to do that for yourself, take a video of yourself and then come back to it after we've done this and compare the two videos side by side. And I guarantee you're gonna see a difference. First step, take your pants off. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take that coconut oil and I'm gonna apply it right on the front of my hip. I'm actually gonna go down a little bit further too, because if you know anatomy, you know that the psoas major is really important, that you have to release that in order to have neutral pelvis and maximize your arabesque, but you also have to have the mobility through the front of the entire hip flexor, including the quadriceps. Okay, grab your cupping gun, and what you're gonna do here, we're gonna put the first cup up a little bit above the hip joint here. So right where that fold is, you're gonna do a double pump. And then you're gonna take another cup and we're gonna go a little bit below. Okay, now if you're somebody who's new with cupping, I strongly recommend, if you're super, super tight and you're like, whoa, you might just wanna lay flat on a table and let your leg extend on the ground and let gravity come down and focus on putting your spine back in neutral. If you're like, okay, I think I'm fine, this is like not a big deal to me, but it's intense, then let's go ahead and move on to the next step. All right, let's move on to our next step, which is the actual training and retraining of the arabesque position. Now, we know that when we actually go to arabesque, we're starting out in that neutral spine, right? And then our pelvis has to move forward, but the bowl doesn't tip and actually spill out. Your bowl is moving forward translation over that standing leg, which is lengthening even through the front of this hip. So if you have tightness in the standing leg and you're stuck like this, then your pelvis it's gonna tip forward. So you have to really think about pushing forward. This leg is going into extension as well as this one. This is your stabilizer hip. And all we're going to do here is we're standing in parallel. I want you to think of that length, lift up and forward. You're going to extend only to about, 15 degrees. I mean, that's probably all I've got right here. And then I'm coming back in. And as you keep doing it and doing it and doing it, I'm not wanting you to get higher, 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 higher. I want you to feel like it's easier to move your leg, to engage through your quad. Keep this nice and straight. I want your toes pulled back. And we're just going back and down. That's one. Back and down. Exhale at the top. Exhale and close. Exhale and close. Think of length. Exhale and close. Don't turn it out. Exhale. If you feel yourself going into turn out, that means your body's rotating. You've gone too far right now. We're just trying to open the hip. Keep breathing. One more. And exhale. Okay. Feels pretty funny, I'm sure. Open the cups off. Take them off. Get excited for these weird marks. All right, so let's now revisit my arabesque. I'm going to just stand in 5th position. I'm going to take it up to passe. All right, I'm here. I'm going to put it in the back. Hip is feeling pretty good, not 100%, but I'm going to go ahead and try to translate my pelvis forward and see if I can open it a little easier. And that does feel easier now. I actually have snapping hip in my left right now from all the compensations that I've gone through with my surgical leg. And it actually has significantly decreased the snap. Almost gone after just that one round of cupping. All right, shake it out. Now, if that feels good to you and you're like, yeah, that was a lot, go to the other side, do your other hip, and then that's it for you today. If you feel like you're really having trouble with any other muscles through the inner region, through the outer region, even through your back, then you can go ahead and apply cups in different areas. And you can apply the same principles doing these neuromuscular techniques to release and open up and retrain your body so that it's in better alignment, that it can thrive, prevent injuries, and even recover and go back to the classroom. I will drop a list of contraindications below in case you're someone that is of senior age or older, or you have any kind of contraindicating medical conditions that would make you not want to use cups. I hope that this cupping training for arabesque has been helpful to you. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Hit the subscribe button and I'll see you next time.